respected dignitaries, and all my brothers and sisters who are present out here. Myself, Mr. Kanan Kiran Joshi from Manekshaw University, studying UG second year in Sociology Honours. Today, I have got this great opportunity to represent my views on the topic, say no to corruption and commit to the nation. As Joe Biden has said, corruption is a disease, just like cancer, that eats the faith of the citizens in democracy. Corruption is the misuse of public power for private gain, which manifests in the form of bribery, nepotism, fraud, and many other such things. Why? Why that we must say no to corruption? If you look at all the past civilization from the Roman Empire to the Soviet Union, all have collapsed. Not because of some external threat, but because of one particular internal weakness, and that weakness was corruption. What happens when one jumps on fire? Obviously, he burns himself. Similar to that, when one walks on the path of corruption, he does not destroy himself, but his society, socially, economically, politically, in all aspects get destroyed. According to a research conducted by the Maryland University, it has been found out that the countries in which the corruption is high, the participation of women in the legislature is low compared to those countries in which corruption is less. Their participation of women in the legislature is very high. Secondly, if we talk of corruption from an economic perspective, the countries in which the corruption is high, their economy is not being able to develop but decline at a very rapid rate, as the large businesses with their illegal connection monopolize the market, and because of which small businesses suffer. Besides it also leads to the unequal distribution of resources, as the corrupt organization individual exploit the resources and land for their own selfish gain, and because of which people, especially the indigenous people, get damaged and they are depriving of resources. But out of all that, what I feel the most is that the most negative consequences of corruption is on the youth, as it is the youth which is the seed for nation building. As because of corruption, the funds that must go towards education goes in the hands of corrupt individuals, and because of which the potential and the talent which youth has is not being able to evolve. But just saying no to corruption is not the answer. Just the absence of ill health cannot make a person healthy. The absence of negativity cannot make a person positive. Similar to that, just saying no to corruption is not the answer. But beside it, what we need is commitment. If we look at Hiroshima, Nagasaki after the atom bomb attack, the whole Japan got crumbled. But because of the dedication of the people, because of their commitment, we all know what kind of situation Japan holds today. Let's take one example of Israel. A small country with limited resources has created its own identity in the global scenario. How? Because of commitment. And how that commitment comes from? It comes from our parents, our teachers. As it is the parents, it is the teachers which makes a small newspaper selling boy from Rameshwaram to the missile man of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. It is the parents and teachers which makes Naren to Swami Vivekananda. But fighting with corruption is not a single process, a single individual's process, but it's a composed process in which each and every individual has its own role. I would like to mention my favorite author, one of my favorite author, Dr. Yuval Noah Harari. He in his book, The Homo Sapiens, have mentions about the human evolution, that how the human evolved from the prehistoric stage to the present contemporary stage. Like in the primitive stage, there were Homo australopithecus, Homo erectus. But why? The question how that we, the Homo sapiens, have evolved and created this massive civilization and not any other species. Why? Because we have one quality that no other species has, and that is unity. They may be much more physically powerful than us, but our power to communicate at large number and create groups had led to such huge impact, and we are in the present world because of that. So in just the way we have evolved from that society to this society, with unity, with togetherness, we all will able to fight and eradicate corruption and make our nation prosperous. With this, I would like to conclude. Thank you very much.